$10 a year.
One. That's right outside this building. This building went up in 1926. If you go outside and look at the top, you'll see the Golden Eagle. This building was made for veterans. At the time, World War I veterans. The park across the street, across 43rd Avenue, was called Veterans Grove Park, now called Elmhurst Memorial Park. When the park was first created, there was a howitzer right in the center of the park, as were with many parks. It was not working. There was no cannonball to shoot out, but that's long since gone. But we still welcome veterans here. In the early days, there were so many from World War I, World War II, but even now with Korea, Vietnam, the numbers are dwindling with the older veterans. But of course we have Gulf War, Iraqi, Freedom, Operation Desert Storm. For example, Joe Belichico, who attended the event last year and attends many events, he's a Korean War veteran, 95 years old, Marine Corps. But he had a delicate surgery last year, so he could not make it with us this year. Let me show you the guy from the Elmhurst area in World War II. A couple of names here stand out. One man, Ronnie Kaiser, who we often see on the Facebook, talking about old Elmhurst. His brother is listed here, Robert S. Kaiser, who was killed, I believe it was 19 years of age. So he also has a memorial for his brother elsewhere. So he was an Elmhurst resident, just 19 years of age. And over here we have the name Rella, Rocco Rella. That family lived up here, what is known as Claremont Terrace, where we have that big apartment building that hasn't been touched in 20 years, you know, filled with graffiti. When that was demolished in 2003, prior to that, there was an 1856 home that was built by Samuel Lord of Lord and Taylor. Sadly, it was demolished in 2003. But the Rella family lived there from 1924 to 1980. The bulk of the family moved upstate in 1964. They were my cousins. So the uncle, who's listed here, Rocco Rella, was a fighter pilot in World War II who was shot down over Borneo in 1944. So for people who were involved with their ancestry or relatives, there may be a number of names here that stand out. And over here we have George. We have a Mr. Hines, who may indeed be a relative or a cousin that we're not certain about. But there's a lot of history in this neighborhood for Elmhurst. And I'm very happy that we brought the event here for the second location. I think next year it might be wise to consolidate and just have the event here. Prior to that, we could lay a floral arrangement at Nine Heroes, and then have the event right here. Might be a wise thing. Thank you so much once again for Maria Colasayo, who put the floral arrangement together at Nine Heroes. Maria is a very dedicated community volunteer that does so much work. She's a wonderful lady, mother of Angela. And so we also have arrangements here we're going to put outside. Outside there's a monument to the wars. World War I, World War II, Korea, Vietnam. And if you look at the garden, it's been heavily taken taken care of. I had the Boy Scouts here about a month ago that did a tremendous job cleaning up that garden. And also had Jackson Heights Beautification Group plant some tulips.